Hey everyone, welcome back to The Legend of Geeking Out about the final dungeon, Twilight Princess, 3-heart run. This is Eesgooshee.
You need to dabble snapping on it.
Isn't that the same voice that someone in one of the Teen Girl Squads used?
Yeah, that guy?
Yeah.
Who was that guy?
I don't remember.
These are tiny skeletons.
Yeah, they were in the Arbiter's Grounds, but now they're like super simple to kill. That works here, but in the Cave of Ordeals, during the part where there's like 50 little Stalkin that are going to rush you, that isn't as effective. Because I think at least one of them will sort of sneak in and poke you.
He will poke you like a cactus?
He'll poke you like it's Facebook.
I told that to my boss today.
Poke you like a cactus?
Like, you're like, wait, why would you want a bee stuffed animal for Valentine's Day? He's like, oh, it's a symbol of love because nothing says I will poke you like a bee.
You said that or he said that?
I said that.
Oh.
Because The Life and Times of Tim is a great show.
The one that our friend hates, but he still quotes it all the time.
Which friend? Oh, we can't say. Ooh.
Normally I just say his name, but he has kind of a weird name, almost. Let's call him David.
Okay.
We're gonna call him David.
David Hayter? No.
No, he hated that show when you guys talked about it all the time.
Oh yeah, he did hate that show.
But he would always quote the one line where someone's talking about a party they're having and they're like, you know, it's gonna be 20 guys, 20 strippers, and bam, a midget.
You chose wisely.
Lantern oil?
Yes.
Oh, here's a weird puzzle where I actually stop the rain. It's like the antithesis of the one song from Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
The Song of Storms. But I like this part. And the thing is, it's so super optional. It's so awesome, but you don't even know it's there unless you know it's there.
And there's a lot of cool stuff crammed in this room.
Yeah.
It's like one of the secret levels in We Love Katamari. There's like 3 secret levels in that game.
Is one of them the Roses level?
Yes.
Oh god.
It felt so cool the time I found that. Like a year after beating the For Real game.
Did you ever finish the Roses level? For those of you who have not played the game, oh, by the way, those guys are
I don't think so.
They point at something, I forgot what it is. Yeah, for those that haven't played We Love Katamari, the Roses level. Why did I pick that? Oh, probably because I was rolling and the same buttons for roll and for pick up. The Roses level. Basically just roll up 1,000,000 roses.
Yep.
And I know that if you go on the internet and look up how to do it quickly, most of the things will say basically use rubber bands to
I did that.
to hold the stick in place on the controller and then just leave it alone for a couple hours. I had to do that for Fallout 3. I mean, Fallout 3 was a great game, and I loved it. But the save system, the save menu was not optimized, I guess you would call it. Because it lets you save a lot. It holds like 1,000 save files, I think, on the 360 version, which is what I played it on. And, but you don't understand me, I'm a save whore. I saved, I think, 1,700 times or something like that. So, first time I passed up 1,000, it didn't show up. And I was like, oh, why can't I save my game? So I decided I had to go and delete some of the old saves. So you bring up this menu of all your old saves, numbered 1 through 1,000, and it starts up at the top of 1,000. And you can't just hit up and loop around back to 1. You have to go down the entire list. From 1,000 all the way down to 1. So what I did is basically put my 360 controller like on the chair next to me, so that I was holding the control stick in the down position, and then put, like, a book or something on top of it to hold it down, and then went in the other room and made a sandwich.
What kind of sandwich?
Probably peanut butter. I'm not big on sandwiches, I mostly have
Peanut butter is a classic.
You know, most people do peanut butter and jelly. I can't be bothered to do that.
You just have to have good jelly.
We never have good jelly.
Oh.
So, for me, it's just peanut butter.
I think Welch's grape is what works best.
So yeah, now we have 2 keys. Well, now we only have one because we used one. That's one of the only times in the game where you will have more than 1 key at a time. And here's another arena fight, I guess you would call it. Also, I like how the castle theme is playing in here, but it's played like really quietly on like one flute or something like that. And it sounds just kind of creepy and ominous. I like it a lot. And it sort of builds as you go up the castle, but at a certain point it starts getting replaced by Ganon's theme, and that part's really cool too. Yeah, it's just me geeking out about this final dungeon more. I used to not like this dungeon as much as I do now, though. I think the first time I played through it, I thought it was too short. And to be honest, it is kind of short. This is the first dungeon in a while that's only, well, if you don't count the final boss, it's only 3 parts. But it's less about that it's short and more that it's focused. You know what I mean by that? Mm-hmm. Like, they managed to cram more awesome into a tinier area, so it doesn't need to be as long. And there isn't really that much, isn't that much tedious stuff. It's all, like, moving forward and doing awesome things instead of doing tedious things. And actually, you know, it's 3 parts, but I do so much optional stuff. I could probably do this in... Well, I know I could do it in 2 parts. It's pretty short, but it's really awesome. We go in here, and I believe there's a Dark Mountain here. Remember the last time I fought one of those?
Yes.
I've gotten a lot better since then. Bam! A midget. But yeah, basically, what you do is you have to sort of figure out their circle of what their attack range is, and just... Oh, by the way, I'm explaining something there with the pointer. You would think from the torch and the lit torch and the... I messed this up. I kind of want to go back. There's... Blow out the torch, that's the answer to the puzzle. You would think from the vat of oil and the lit torch that you would need to light the 2 unlit torches that I circled. But you actually need to blow out the torch, and that's the solution to the puzzle. And up here, there are 2 ways to go. Which I'd like to think is a nice callback to A Link to the Past. Because in Hyrule Castle in that game, which was like the first place you went, there were 2 different paths you could go. And I'm actually going to go both ways. That's what she said. I'm actually going to go through both paths.
That's what he said.
I was waiting for you to say that the first time.
I'm more mature than that.
Right. So, in this area, basically you sort of, you shoot that picture down and it tells you in which order to light the torches. Both of the paths basically have 1 puzzle room and then 1 super combat room. And this one also has bats. Because...
Because you want your enemies to share your fear?
And I think I end up trying to use the ball and chain to kill all the bats. I don't know why. Not an effective combat strategy. Oh wow, that last bat gave me some trouble. And then in the next room we find... What do we find? What do we find? What do we find? We find 2 Dynalphos. And see, the thing is, this actually makes them easier. Because instead of having to worry about throwing the ball over their head, you basically just throw it between them. Because there's already a clear alley.
Wow.
Yep.
I like how they wait like a second, just walking straight into you.
Oh yeah. And of course, if I would have known that 1 bomb arrow kills them, I probably would have just done that instead.
I feel like that's more humiliating. Why did they?
Anyway, that's the end of the video. See you guys next time.